Hey everyone, Sky here to discuss Aqua Teen Hunger Force, movie film for theaters, which I did see in theaters. I'm not going to bring up who stars in it because it's nobody that you would expect in a movie, but a TV show cast. Let's get straight into this movie because I've seen this quite a few times and we'll see if it holds up. The movie opens with some stuff you get at the concession stand singing a song like Let's All Go to the Lobby, but something else, and some unhealthy snacks to not explain our talk during the movie and no distractions whatsoever, as they'll spend their money on drugs or something like that. I didn't believe that. Which was a funny way to open this movie. Then we get to the studios that opened the movie, which felt rather weird to me. In Egypt, we get Master Sheikh, Frylock, and Meatwad trapped in an Egyptian designed rock needing oxygen, and Frylock fights a giant poodle. He gets his ass handed to him, and Master Sheikh beats it up. Which, if you watch the show, like I've seen a couple of the seasons, you know it doesn't happen that way. Master Sheikh and Meatwad with the dead Frylock get shelter with Abraham Lincoln until the CIA comes in, busting up the place, and they get away in a Volkswagen and out of any other car, and they go to a rocket ship without Lincoln on board, as it was a story told by Sheikh. And this opening is very weird, just like this entire movie, but admittedly the show is weird, but that's what I love about the show, as well as maybe this movie. We'll get there. Meat One has a pretend concert that nobody showed up to, and it's a failure as kittens explode, while Watermelon sees how foolish the Aqua Teens are. Yes, there's a character named Watermelon, which is pretty funny. I find this whole beginning to be very funny, particularly Shake has a workout machine called the Insano Flex, as he and Meatwad try to move on the Insano Flex, as Frylock looks on the internet for the perfect bra. And yes, I'm talking about a woman's bra. I will explain why a little later. And as they set up the parts of the Insano Flex, and let's be honest with each other here, this movie doesn't make any fucking sense. As we get Robot Man, whom I can't understand a damn thing he's saying, about thousands of years ago, and he annoyed the shit out of me. As the phone rings while he talks about to the Platoonians as they search for the Insano Flex, as the Aqua Teens try to get it set up and they're missing a piece, and they go to South Jersey Shore to get the missing piece, and the humor is repetitive as it is obnoxious. The Aqua Teens get to South Jersey Shore, where they meet an evil genius named Dr. Weird and his assistant Steve, as they have the Insanoflex piece, but they don't look like themselves as they arrive after the Platoonians and Robot Man disguised, as the Aqua Teens leave and they go inside the place and they get out after the Moon people arrive and steal a piece of furniture. And these scenes are really badly acted with poor humor. Shake wants to work out in the Insanoflex, but Carl takes over it since it belongs to him in the first place. And it turns into a giant robot and destroys things, and Watermelon is still watching the Aqua Teens as the robot goes downtown to destroy it. And the animation on this thing is like the TV show, as it's so cheap. And they get to the fair, and the Meatwad wants to ride a roller coaster as he turns giant while the Insanoflex is destroying downtown, and they see it's laying eggs, and Frylock realizes he's a female, which doesn't make any sense because Frylock sounds male. The Aqua Teens get back home and see a baby robot monster as they watch a workout video and see the Insanoflex in the video on this as they call the spider, who sounds like an African American male, to write a song, and Shake kills him off. And as they get back to the fair, and Frylock wants to blow up the Insanoflex with Carl inside the robot. And Meatwad explains how Carl has his porn, and I don't know why I had to say that, but it's true, he did say that. And I thought, really, with that? And Shake sings a song called Nude Love, And that destroys the Insanoflex, and we get introduced to Carl's girlfriend Linda, and Robot Man tells the Aqua teens that one of the Platoonians invented the robot, which is ridiculous because he doesn't look like an inventor to begin with. So I find that a bunch of bullshit. They come back from the past, and the robots are destroying the town, while Robot Man has a heart of a W, as in Dr. Weird. And they go to Dr. Weird's place, and we learn about their past, and they fly an airplane with a chicken named Chicken Bill. And this is a flashback, by the way, as they went to Africa, and they go back to America and New Jersey as the story ends, as Carl goes on Linda's bed and turns out to be Dr. Weird, in a disguise, I'll say, and takes his muscles. And as they arrive, Frylock and Dr. Weird fight it off, while Dr. Weird calls him Daddy, and invented the Insanoflex. Well, not necessarily. It was more, well, I'll explain at the end. And the reason is because Frylock created him and scarred him for life. And he didn't give him the teddy bear with razor blades he got for Christmas one year. And Frylock says he's a lesbian, which also doesn't make sense. And Watermelon comes in and tells everybody he created them, as well as the Insanoflex, as Shake shoots Meatwad and gets Neil's drumming, saving his life. And Watermelon takes off, and the mother shows up, and same with the concession stand guys come back on screen, and the movie is over. And the climax in this whole movie makes no fucking sense. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 4.4 out of 10. I like the show much better for what it is, but the movie itself has more obnoxious humor, as it makes no fucking sense. I didn't laugh at all during the movie except for the beginning, as the script in the movie is bullshit right off the fucking bat. Luckily, it's 85 minutes, but I wouldn't bother wasting your time with it, as the TV show is much better than the movie. Stick with the TV show, seriously. So thank you guys for joining me for Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and until then, thousands of years ago,